Coming up on High School Quiz Show, we have Hingham High School. Taking on Amesbury High School. Next on High School Quiz Show.
Cyber attacks aren't always obvious. Home Cyber Protection from Safety Insurance can help you protect yourself from cyber attacks. You can ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life storms.
This is the place where planets collide, where the world is taking notice, where 28,000 brilliant young minds from 65 countries call home. UMass Amherst, this is the place.
Welcome to High School Quiz Show. I'm Jeff Kinney, filling in for Billy Costa. Back in November, over 100 high school teams in Massachusetts competed at our Super Sunday qualifying event to earn one of 16 spots in this year's competition. The goal now is to become the next High School Quiz Show state champion and to take home this beautiful trophy. Today's matchup has Amesbury High School taking on Hingham High School. On the Amesbury team, we have Alice, Liam, Ellie, and Melissa, with the alternate Adriana and Coach Kathy Bodwin. And for Hingham, we have Nate, Jack, James, and Lucas, with alternates Alex and Lindsay, and Coach Glenda Garland. Now, the competition has 4 rounds: a toss-up, a head-to-head, a category round, and a lightning round. We'll start with the toss-up round. All answers are worth 10 points, and this is the only round with no point deductions for wrong answers. Okay, is everybody ready? Let's have some fun. The last veteran of World War II to serve as U.S. President, who passed away on November 30th, 2018 at age 94? Nate.
George Herbert Walker Bush.
That's correct. The Aegean and Ionian Seas are both part of what larger sea? Nate.
The Mediterranean.
That's correct. What Venetian merchant wrote about eating Chinese pasta at the court of Kublai Khan? Liam.
Marco Polo.
That's correct. What fundamental constant of nature is approximately equal to 186,000 miles per second? Nate.
The speed of light.
That is right. Okay, for the next question, let's take a look at your screen. Pictured here is Joseph Stalin and his foreign minister, Vyacheslav Molotov. They're at what 1945 conference in Crimea to plan the final defeat and occupation of Nazi Germany? That is Liam.
The Yalta Conference.
That's correct. The upper chambers of the human heart are called the atria, and the lower chambers are called the what? Lucas.
Ventricle.
That's right. Captured in 2011 after 16 years on the run, what notorious South Boston mobster and FBI informant was found beaten to death in a West Virginia prison in 2018? James.
Whitey Bulger.
That's right. What capital city of Cuba has a population of more than 2 million people? Lucas.
Havana.
That's right. In a press conference on April 7th, 1954, President Eisenhower popularized what Cold War theory that if one country falls to communism, others nearby will soon follow? Lucas.
Domino theory.
That is right. Okay, let's take a look at our screens for the video question.
Hi, I'm Travis McCready. I'm president and CEO of the Massachusetts Life Sciences Center. Here's my question. The Boston biotech industry is reinventing how we fight cancer. What type of cancer is by far the most common in the United States?
Okay, James.
Breast cancer.
Incorrect. Amesbury? Yes, Ellie.
Skin cancer?
Skin cancer is correct. In 2018, what actress who plays Eleven on Stranger Things deleted her Twitter account due to online harassment? Jack.
Millie Bobby Brown.
That is right. In her new book, Fascism, A Warning, what former U.S. Secretary of State finds the seeds of authoritarian rule in social, political, and economic chaos? James.
Condoleezza Rice.
Incorrect. Amesbury? Ellie.
Hillary Clinton.
The correct answer is Madeleine Albright. In 2018, who became the 13th horse in history to win the Triple Crown? Liam.
Justify.
That's right, Justify. Okay, multiple choice. Which of the following was the capital of ancient Egypt during the Old Kingdom? A, Memphis, B, Thebes, or C, Alexandria? Ellie.
Memphis.
Memphis is correct. Here's a math question. If 3 fair coins are tossed at the same time, what is the probability in lowest terms of getting 3 tails? James.
1/8.
1 in 8 is correct. The 1863 Battle of Vicksburg gave the Union complete control of what river? Ellie.
The Mississippi.
That's right. In what 1967 novel does a dying Johnny Cade tell his friend, "Stay gold, pony boy, stay gold"? Lucas.
The Outsiders.
That's right. The laughing kookaburra is the largest member of the kingfisher family and is native to what country? Lucas.
Australia.
Australia's right. What emperor who ruled from 1682 to 1725 is credited with modernizing Russia and making it a major maritime power? James.
Peter the Great.
Peter the Great is right. Which of the following is a conveyor belt of water that raises the average temperature of the eastern seaboard by as much as 15 degrees Fahrenheit? Is it A, the Easterlies, B, the jet stream, or C, the Gulf Stream? Ellie.
The Gulf Stream.
The Gulf Stream is correct. What one-word campaign slogan used by Barack Obama in 2008 is also the official state motto of Rhode Island? James.
Hope.
Hope is right. In the Harry Potter books, what animal is depicted in the emblem for Gryffindor House? Ellie.
A lion.
A lion is right. What U.S. state is officially nicknamed the Mount Rushmore State? James.
South Dakota.
Yes. Math question. Garfield has half a lasagna left in the fridge. At lunch, he ate 1/3 of what was left. What fraction of the original lasagna does he have left for dinner? Liam.
1/6.
Incorrect. Hingham? Yes, Lucas.
2/6.
Can you be more specific?
1/3.
Yes. In 1926, what rocket science pioneer successfully tested the first liquid-fueled rocket at his Aunt Effie's farm in Auburn, Massachusetts? Ellie.
Goddard.
Correct. What 1942 film ends with the line, "Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship"? Ellie.
Casablanca.
That's right. In June of 2018, what Homeland Security chief was heckled by protesters at a Mexican restaurant in Washington, D.C. for defending the White House policy of separating families at the border? The answer is Kirstjen Nielsen. Named after her native country, what radioactive element was discovered in 1898 by Marie Curie while she was working in France? That's James.
Francium.
Incorrect. Amesbury. Alice.
Polonium.
Polonium is correct. In the 19th century in Lowell, Massachusetts, massive 5- and 6-story brick textile mills lined what river for nearly a mile? That's James.
Merrimack River.
That's right, the Merrimack. In her best-selling book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, Japanese author Marie Kondo says to discard any object that does not spark what? Ellie.
Joy.
Joy is right. Cinco de Mayo celebrations commemorate May 5th, 1862, when Mexico defeated France at what historic battle? Jack.
Battle of Puebla.
That's correct. In 2017, Madison Ferris became the first wheelchair user to score a leading role on Broadway. She was cast as Laura Wingfield in what Tennessee Williams play? Ellie.
The Glass Menagerie.
That is right. In That bell signifies the end of the round, and after one round, we have Amesbury with 130 points and Hingham with 170. Let's give it up. The head-to-head round is next, but first, we like to take a few minutes to get to know the players. I have a question here that I'd like each of you to answer. Okay, fashion is cyclical, and things that were popular 10 years ago are making a comeback. What current fad or trend would you hope to see make a comeback in the next 10 years? Let's start with Amesbury. Alice.
I would hope for AirPods to make a comeback just so that the memes about them would recirculate.
That's great. I got AirPods. Am I out of the loop? Okay. Liam, how about yourself?
I would like to see flannel shirts and sweatpants back in style because it's always good to be comfortable, and I hope that's always in style.
Oh, I'd like to see them go out of style. Ellie, how about yourself?
Definitely fuzzy socks and sandals because it's like the perfect mix of your feet are warm, but they don't get too sweaty.
I'll agree with you on that one. Melissa, how about yourself?
Probably black leggings because that's the only thing I wear.
Very practical. Hingham, how about you? Nate?
I know I spent personally most of my elementary school recesses terrified of the cheese touch. So I'd like to see that come back because I think it raised a strong generation.
Yeah, I apologize to all teachers for that one. Okay, how about you, Jack?
I'm gonna go with skinny ties, just because I think they look good.
I had a piano one back in high school. It was a little bit embarrassing. How about you, James?
I don't know that Heelys are in style now, but I just really want them to be in style in 10 years because when they were in style, I was too young and uncoordinated to own a pair. So I want to be rocking them.
I want to wear those too. Okay, how about you, Lucas?
I miss all the kind of goofy little collectible knickknacks, like silly bands. I don't think I've seen anything like those weird things in a while, so I'd like to see something like that come back.
I love it. Great answers, everybody. Okay, now it's time for the next round, so let's come on down and we'll go head to head. All right, we're about to go head to head. I've got Hingham to my left and Amesbury on my right. Why don't you guys shake hands and we will get started. As a reminder, in this round you get 10 points for correct answers. Incorrect answers will cost you 10. You can buzz in at any time. The clock is set at 90 seconds and here we go. What 2018 Marvel title is the top grossing film ever made by an African-American?
Black Panther?
Yes. What is the chemical symbol for uranium? Yes.
You.
Correct. What German theologian started the Protestant Reformation?
Martin Luther.
Right. A woman named Hester Prynne is publicly
The Scarlet Letter?
That is correct. The base of a well-formed quartz crystal will typically have how many sides?
6.
6 is right. Lucky the Leprechaun is the official mascot.
Celtics.
That's right. Aphrodite was married to what Greek god?
Aries.
Incorrect. It's Hephaestus. Around the year 105 AD, what country invented paper made from wood pulp?
China?
China is right. In July 2018, amid mounting scandals, who resigned as head of the Environmental Protection Agency? It's Scott Pruitt. Which of the 5 boroughs of New York City is the smallest by geographic area?
Staten Island.
Incorrect. Manhattan. In the 1991 Disney film Beauty and the Beast, what is the name of Mrs. Potts' son?
Chip.
Chip is right. Until 1935, what country was known as Persia?
Iran?
Iran is correct. The U.S. Congress enacted the first national draft during what war?
World War I?
No, the Civil War. What country? Okay, that's the end of round 2, and let's take a look at the score. We have Amesbury with 130 points and Hingham with 230 points. Let's have a round of applause for both teams. Next up is the category round with the following categories: Dear Diary, Don't Stop Believin', The Beehive State, E Street, Report to Sickbay, and Cape Town. Each category has 5 questions with increasing point values. Okay, players, you can confer with your teammates, but once you buzz in, you're no longer allowed to confer, and we'll need your answer. Amesbury, you have some ground to make up, so you choose the first category. What's it gonna be?
E Street.
East Street. Okay, these are all questions about things that begin with the letter E. So for 10 points, what South American country is bordered by Colombia and Peru? Ellie.
Ecuador.
Ecuador is right. You're in control of the board.
We'll stay with E Street for 15.
For 15 points, the term Mesopotamia means the land between the rivers, specifically the Tigris and what other river? Yes, Lucas.
Euphrates.
Euphrates is right. You guys are in control of the board.
E Street for 20.
E Street for 20 points. In 1973, the U.S. Congress passed what environmental law designed to protect our native plants and animals from extinction? James.
EPA.
That is incorrect. Amesbury, would you like to give it a try? Ellie.
The Endangered Animal Protection Act.
Incorrect. It's the Endangered Species Act. Hingham, you're still in control.
E Street for 25.
For 25 points, what Babylonian poem about a great flood during the Bronze Age is regarded as the first work of Western literature? James.
Epic of Gilgamesh.
That is correct, and you're still in control.
E Street for 30.
E Street for 30 points. What clause in the U.S. Constitution prohibits the president from accepting payments from foreign governments? The answer is the Emoluments Clause. Okay, Hingham, you're still in charge, but you have to pick a new category.
Cape Town for 10, please.
These are all questions about superheroes. So for 10 points, Superman's Fortress of Solitude contains a memorial statue of his biological parents, Jor-El and Lara, holding a globe of what planet? Nate.
Krypton.
Krypton is correct. You're still in control.
Cape Town for 15.
For 15 points, what sentient, tree-like being is the best friend of Rocket Raccoon and a founding member of the Guardians of the Galaxy? Lucas.
Groot.
Groot is right. Hingham, you still have the board.
Let's keep going.
Cape Town for 20, please.
For 20 points. In the 2018 film Aquaman, Arthur Curry learns that he's the heir to what underwater kingdom? Ellie.
Atlantis.
Atlantis is right. You've stolen control of the board.
We'll stay with Cape Town for 25.
Cape Town for 25 points. Born Aurora Monroe, what X-Men mutant who can control the weather is the first major female comic book hero of African descent? Ellie.
Storm.
Storm is right. You're still in control.
We'll do Cape Town for 30.
For 30 points. In the 1960s, Wonder Woman was stripped of her superpowers. Who lobbied DC Comics to reinstate her powers and later put her on the cover of the first issue of Ms. Magazine? The answer is Gloria Steinem. Amesbury, you're still in control. 4 categories left. Choose one.
Dear Diary for 10.
Dear Diary. These are all questions about diaries. For 10 points, The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank is one of the most famous diaries in history. It is written in what language? James.
Dutch.
Dutch is right. You have control of the board. Hingham.
We'll go, which one? Keep going. We'll go Dear Diary for 15.
For 15 points. It seems to be the most terrible thing ever discovered, but it can be made the most useful. Who wrote this diary entry about his decision to drop an atomic bomb on Hiroshima? Alice.
Truman.
Truman is right, and you have control of the board.
We'll stay with it.
Dear Diary for 20 points. In daily entries he kept for almost 10 years, who wrote about the Great Fire of London and other events during Restoration England? Jack.
Samuel Pepys.
That is correct, and you have control of the board.
Beehive State for 10, please.
Okay, these are all questions about Utah. For 10 points, in November 2018, what former Massachusetts governor won a U.S. Senate seat in his adopted home state of Utah? Lucas.
Mitt Romney.
That is correct, and you have control of the board.
Beehive State for 15.
For 15 points. In college football, the Holy War is an intense rivalry between the University of Utah and what school owned by the Mormon Church? James.
BYU.
Yes, that is correct, and you're still in control.
Beehive State for 20, please.
For 20 points. Robert Redford started what annual event in Park City, Utah, that's the largest independent film festival in the United States? The answer is the Sundance Film Festival. Hingham, you're still choosing.
Don't Stop Believing for 10.
Okay, these are all questions about world religions. For 10 points, in Islam, what holy month of fasting commemorates the first revelation of the Quran to Muhammad? Yes, Ellie.
Ramadan.
Ramadan is right. You've taken control.
We'll stay with Don't Stop Believing for 15.
For 15 points. In Chinese Taoism, what black and white symbol reflects the idea that seemingly opposite forces are actually complementary and interconnected in the natural world? James.
Yin Yang.
Yin and Yang is correct. You've taken control back.
Report to sick bay for 10, please.
Report to sick bay. These are all questions about disease. For 10 points, which of the following organisms causes the common cold? A, virus, B, bacterium, or C, protozoan? Lucas.
A, virus.
A virus is correct, and you're still in control.
Report to sick bay for 15, please.
Okay, for 15 points. 1 in 3 Americans will get shingles during their lifetime. This painful skin rash is caused by the same virus that causes what childhood disease? Ellie.
Chicken pox.
Chicken pox is right, and you've taken control of the board.
We'll go back to Don't Stop Believing for 20.
Don't Stop Believing for 20 points. Written in Sanskrit and containing hymns, philosophy, and rituals, what are the most ancient and important Hindu scriptures? Yes, Ellie.
The Vedas.
That is correct, and you're still in control.
We'll stay with Don't Stop Believing for 25.
For 25 points, children dress up in costumes during what Jewish holiday commemorating Queen Esther, who thwarted a plot to kill all the Jews in ancient Persia? Ellie.
Yom Kippur.
That is incorrect. Hingham, would you like to give it a try? The answer is Purim. Okay, Amesbury, you're still in control.
We'll stay with Don't Stop Believing for 30.
For 30 points, the Catholic, Protestant, and Orthodox faiths disagree on the number of books in the Old Testament, but all 3 faiths agree that the New Testament contains how many books? The correct answer is 27. So we need a new category, Amesbury.
We'll go to the Beehive State for 25.
For 25 points. What national park in Utah has the world's largest collection of hoodoos, which are thin pillars of rock shaped by years of erosion? That's James.
Bryce Canyon.
Bryce Canyon is correct, and you've got control of the board.
Report to sick bay for 20, please.
For 20 points. In 2016, the World Health Organization declared a global emergency over what mosquito-borne virus known to cause birth defects in babies of infected mothers? James.
Zika.
Zika is correct. You're still in control. Unfortunately, that ends this round. And the score right now is Amesbury with 200 points and Hingham with 400 points. Let's give it up for these teams. Okay, we are heading into the final 90 seconds of gameplay, the lightning round. You get 20 points for each correct answer. Incorrect answers cost you 20. The clock is set, and here we go. In 1495, in Milan, who began painting his famous mural, The Last Supper? Ellie.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Correct. Kurt Vonnegut's novel Slaughterhouse-Five describes the Allied firebombing of what German city? James.
Dresden.
Correct. In 1979, who became the first woman in European history to be elected prime minister? Ellie.
Margaret Thatcher.
Right. Which law of motion says that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Ellie.
Third law.
That's correct. In 2018, with a 3-set victory over Dominique Thiem, who won the French Open for the 11th time?
Rafael
Jack.
Nadal.
Correct. The U.S. Constitution was signed on September 17th of what year? Ellie.
1789.
Incorrect, 1787. What band was co-founded in 1965 by keyboardist Ray Manzarek and singer Jim Morrison? Melissa.
The Smiths.
Incorrect, The Doors. In 2018, who won an Oscar for her lead role in the film 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri? The answer is Frances McDormand. In 2010, Germany made its final reparations payment from what World War I peace treaty? Ellie.
The Treaty of Versailles.
That's right. What is Europe's second longest river after the Volga? Alice.
The Danube.
Yes. Who was the founder and first president of the American Red Cross? Okay, that ends our game, and the winner is Hingham with 440 points. The runner-up is Amesbury with 260. Big round of applause for these great kids in this great competition. Hingham moves on to play in the quarterfinals, so be sure to tune in. We'll see you back here next week for High School Quiz Show.
Check out High School Quiz Show on YouTube for full episodes and bonus features. Visit our website at highschoolquizshow.org. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Trees are down, the power is down, but you're not powerless. The mobile app from Safety Insurance can help you file a claim. You can ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms. The Museum of Science, featuring a new film, Cuba. Through the eyes of Cuban artists, historians, and scientists, you can take a look at what makes this island nation so unique and vivacious. Now playing at the Museum of Science's Mugar Omni Theater. More at mos.org.
A production of WGBH.